Made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Mexico City Golden Eagles.
Come on, baby. Let's go!
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 70 in.
Pick your game up. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
What happened?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Set. 50. Clear.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Coming.
Topper. Topper. Ready.
They go play action here on first down. And this will complete to Will Fuller. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. And they rattle off a big one. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On first down, Swift. And he stopped immediately there.
Good job, D. Good job.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
On second down, Swift. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Blue dog quarters. Blue dog quarters. Ready, go. Ready.
He'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Great stuff about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Got it. Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Set. 60 outlaw. General West.
Check safety, check safety.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
60 Pittsburgh.
46-yard line. Pick it up. Check.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Tannehill. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up third down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction. So now what can they do on third?
218, jump.
Now Mostert. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a...
And he's in! Touchdown, Steelers! As his guys are in for 6, and the Steelers have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel.
2nd and 6. And he's got Fuller. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
That's what I do.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try the left side. Swift, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guys are going to retake the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on,
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Early in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. This is Mostert. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down and 4, Tannehill. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Let's go now. 50, plant.
Check 55, come on.
80 weapons.
49, check 49.
Here's Mostert. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Let's go.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Julio Jones, the lone receiver left.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soft.
Protein spill.
Watch the safety creep.
Smith. Secret.
Now Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 14-10. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They're going to look to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
They all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Joker, 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 Joker.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Second and 14. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
Catch made by Slayton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's complete to Fuller. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On the ready.
54, right there, 54 Mike. Oh yeah, and here we go again.
Recon, 132 fight.
He's checking crowd. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Rosas' kick is good. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch twins.
Now it's Tannehill. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Julio Jones. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
Check pass. Charlie. Mike spot 4.
Ready, go.
They'll drop the throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Tannehill. He's going to go deep for Conley. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. They're looking for a spark defensively. When he went for that ball, probably thought he had a chance at the pick. And remember, they had 2 last week in the win, obviously losing here.
Well, you talked about looking for a spark, and the best sparks are when you make big plays for your team. And he had an opportunity there. Couldn't haul it in, but that doesn't mean they're going to back off at all. They figure if they can get one of those takeaways, they can spark their team to a win.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. Tannehill now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Tannehill throwing again. And a throw right sideline is complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Looking to throw. Got a man, Slayton. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 4th touchdown on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Rosas good with the extra point. And this is back to an 8-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
On the ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
He's telling you right.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Let's go now. 70, Indy.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready, ready. 50, plant.
Check.
Now.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. He completes it to Jones. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down, Steelers.
Tannehill now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Mostert. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. He got 29 yards that time. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jared Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
That's around 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Mike 5-4.
They'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. An effective 10 yards there takes us back to first down.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready, go.
He'll look to throw. That's complete to Slayton. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Come on, set.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Here we go. Set. 30 pace. Let's go.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Ready, go.
Back to throw here. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Haywood. Let up.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
At the Steelers' 28-yard line.
Set. Ready. 60. Orange.
Double dog. That's the way.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. They'll set up to throw. He's got Fuller. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he will take it in for the touchdown. Darius Slayton. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Go! 60 Pittsburgh.
53.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
2.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down at the 28. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And Myers able to knock it through, and that will bump the lead up to 11. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away. And incomplete as the clock stops here with just 1 second to go in this football game. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
He's not going to get me. Check 3, check 3. My guy, 55. Let's go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Micah Hyde. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little